What up, world? Mystic Mike back again for another video. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about something different. I already talked about, being able to be grateful for situations, circumstances when you're in the present moment. But one thing that's really hard to do, and I don't expect anyone watching this to be able to implement this right away because it is more of an advanced step. But being able to not be affected by outcomes, not letting bad situations or bad things or hard lessons affect how your day turns out. And this is really hard. And the reason why I just talk about this and wanted to talk about this today is because I had a friend that just came down from Colorado Springs, and he parked in a spot that he wasn't supposed to park. He thought he would be fine because of the snow. It's like there was a blizzard kind of storm out, and also he couldn't see where he should park. But he parked in this spot, and me and him both thought it would be fine. We come out to the morning, and we saw that his vehicle is towed. His vehicle is towed, and of course you have all these initial thoughts like, damn, that sucks, like like my whole day's ruined when you first initial have these thoughts. And the reason why I'm pointing out this story and sharing this story is because choosing to take the higher road, choosing to not let it affect you on a level that's not productive, is very important, but very hard to do. It's very hard to not be like, well, I'm going to go flip them off. I'm going to go, bitch them out. I'm going to go just allow them to feel my discomfort now, because it's just really threw me through a loop. And it takes a lot when you're able to still be positive at some level. And I'm not saying be grateful that your car got towed, but there's still stuff to be positive about. It could be always be worse. And by flipping this narrative, by allowing yourself to not let things ruin your day or dictate the circumstances of your day, will transform energy, will transform things, will put you back in alignment with receiving and abundance. Because in a way, it's showing the universe that you're not fazed by what it's throwing at you. Yes, that's a hard lesson. Yes, he should have probably parked somewhere else. But now he's already learning the lesson. Like, he has to learn this lesson. It's not productive of him to just go and yell at the people who towed his car. It's not productive. That doesn't get him anywhere. That doesn't get him in a better situation. It's not going to get him a discount on what he owes. It's not going to get his car faster. And and he's really good at this. It was really awesome being able to see him kind of see this perspective and know that it's not as bad as it could be. And another factor, it was like, it's on Saturday, and they might not be open till Monday. And it's like, so he's grateful that he was just able to get his car right away. So it's like these little steps, there's stuff to be grateful for. There's silver linings. That's what it is. Finding the silver lining in bad situations, bad circumstances, is important to acquire what you want, to acquire the energy that you want, to be able to determine the energy, to control your day rather than letting your day control you and letting circumstances control you. And the reason why I say I don't expect anyone to do this, because this is really hard. This is like an advanced step. Like, I still get triggered. People cut me off and I'm still like getting angry and upset sometimes. And it says a lot when you're able to just not react and think a little bit longer about it and switch the dynamic. Start to see the positive, start to see those silver linings in your day. And those are hugely transformational. And when you're able to do this, even if you're able to do this thing with one thing, you'll watch how that your day is not dictated. Because a lot of times, and I'm a victim of this as well, not a victim, but I've experienced this, because I just don't like that word victim. But I've experienced this as well, where I will I will get triggered by something, or I will let something define my whole day. Like, I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, for example. I'm just, I spill coffee on my shirt, and then I lock my keys in my car, and it's like this a bunch of events that lead up to me building frustration, anger, and feeling out of control, and being upset. And I'll let that determine my whole day. And some people might let this determine their whole week, where it's like, it's just been a shit week. It's been crap. Nothing's working right for me. And if you don't flip it, this is the important part. If you don't see the silver lining, your week, your day will possibly be that narrative. You will have that perspective rather than being able to flip it. And I'm aware of this now, where I do this, where the amount of suffering that I subjugate myself to, internal suffering, internal worry, is very limited now. Because once I'm able to take that perspective and see that silver lining, my day flips. And some of the most amazing days I've ever had in my life start with those bad times, those bad situations. Start off on the wrong foot. But when I'm able to flip it, I get such an amazing experience that I can't even explain, that you're going to have to experience for yourself by implementing this and trying this and succeeding and fulfilling kind of this, where you're able to not stay stuck in that energy of like, I'm a victim, or this is happening to me, or the words are working against me, or why me, and being able to flip that and say, I'm not going to let this define my day. I'm not going to let this define what I was going to do. Because we were going to work out too. Like, we're on our way to work out, and he realized that his car was towed. And yes, we had a little panic mode where it was like, oh no, what are we going to do? But then after that, after we regathered our thoughts, we still worked out. We still did all this positive shit, and then went to go get his car. And he wasn't fazed by it anymore. Yes, it's like taking one on the chin, but it's like, the sooner you come to realize that you got to take that one on the chin, like, you can move past that. You can evolve. You can change the energy. You can take control of your day again. You can seize control rather than letting the universe define how your day is going to affect you emotionally. And this is a very advanced step, but I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to talk about this, because this happens all the time. I don't care how far advanced you are in spiritual practices, or you meditate every day, this always comes up for people. Little things will trigger people still. You will get into emotions that you don't like to feel, but you need to feel these things. There's a reason why things come up. And when you're able to accept those emotions, and you're able to accept that process, and also not let it define your whole day, like, yeah, I'm angry right now, but I don't want to be angry all day. I don't want to be sad all day because this circumstance happened. That was what I did not want. And being able to flip that, you will find that you will start retrieving your days better. You will start accomplishing more things, and the universe will tend to get out of your way more. So what I mean by that is that more bad stuff will be less. So less bad stuff will happen, is really what I'm trying to say. I worded that all completely wrong, but less bad things will tend to happen when you're not fazed by them no more. When you're not attracting them no more. Because at some level, if you're attracting them, and if you're triggering an emotional response, if that's long-lived, the universe will trigger more of those, so you can work on these, so you can learn these lessons. And that's why I say it's an advanced step. But finding the silver lining in things is very important. And I said this because it's like, it's really easy to be grateful for your life when things are going according to plan, are going better than you expected. But it's very hard to be in that same mindset, or still be determined not to let it ruin your day when things go wrong, when things go completely the opposite of what you expect or what you would like. And there's a powerful message in there. So I hope some of you watching are able to retrieve this message and apply it to your life. And like always, I love you all, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.